Hello and welcome along to this very virtual Arable Scotland presentation. I'm Lewis McKerrow, Digital Farming Manager with Hutchinson's, and today I'm going to give you a short presentation on TerraMap. TerraMap is a soil scanning service from Hutchinson's. The first part of the service is data collection. In the video here you see the front mounted sensor attached to the gator, and it's going over the field at 10 to 12 metre widths, and the purpose of this is to measure naturally emitting radiation from the soil. Once this step is complete, we then move on to take physical samples from the soil every 3 to 4 hectares on average to then send to the lab. From this one pass across the field, we gather the textural aspects of the soil, the nutritional aspects, micro and macronutrients, organic matter, CEC, and plant available water. In this short video I'm not going to be able to show you through all 21 TerraMap layers, so I'm just going to pull out some key points. So what I've done is I have taken a biomass map, satellite map from the 1st of June 2020. Now I've assumed this field is in a spring crop because if I look at the biomass map it relates to thicker areas being the dark green and thinner areas being these yellows and browns. So it does look to me like it is in a spring crop. So if we just get our eye into that, so the poorer area in the east and this poorer area here, if we then start to look at some of the TerraMap layers, so if we look at potash, you'll see good areas are dark blues and purple. Areas with less potash are the greens. Now there is a section missing here, that's because we weren't allowed to scan the trial plots last year, and that's why that area is missing. So there is some correlation with potash, but really when we start to look at our sand, silt and clay, so here's sand, dark high sand, light or low sand, silt, we have dark being high silt, light colours lower silt, and then lastly clay, dark areas high clay, light areas lower clay. Now if we just bear that in mind as we look at our biomass map, you can see that very close correlation, and if we really extrapolate what this area that's missing is, we can kind of see that dark area that looks like it does extend down into here, so it does tie up very nicely with what we're seeing in the growing crop. Now if we lastly look at organic matter, then interestingly we've got very low organic matter down at between 1 and 2% on that eastern side, and where the best crop is we've actually got higher organic matter at a more comfortable 4 to 5%. And if we tie all those together to look at plant available water, so this is a combination of the silt, clay and organic matter layers, we can see that we've got our highest water availability over on the east side and the lowest water availability where the crop is the best. Now what that suggests to me is that the variation that we see in the crop isn't water related, so there are a lot of areas this year have been suffering with lack of water, but in this case the poor areas are where the highest water availability is. So I would actually suggest that that is down to establishment, where the kind of lighter, sandier areas of the field have established very well, and the areas with the higher silt and higher clay haven't germinated and haven't established very well. If this was a winter crop, we might see a different trend. If the winter crop had established well, then some of these areas here that are heavier potentially would be have the highest yield potential in the dry spring, whereas some of these areas might be struggling more. So that is a quick summary, really looking at some of the key points that we've pulled out from last year's Arable Scotland site. And there are a number of the trace elements, or all of the trace elements, that I haven't been able to cover in this video, but really just wanted to pull out the key points to demonstrate the correlation between the growing crop and what we see from that one pass with TerraMap. Okay, so many thanks for watching this presentation. If you would like more information on TerraMap, please contact your local Hutchison's representative, or alternatively via these contacts down below. Many thanks.